Good evening to all of you. And today, on the 8th day of International Film Festival of India, we are heading towards the final press conference of the day. Today, we have with us three directors and the leading cast of one movie who will share their thoughts about their movies with us. First, I'll introduce the director, then I will talk briefly about the movies. Then we will hear the thoughts of the directors and the actor. First, we have with us Mr. Siddharth Tripathi, director and producer of the movie A Dog and His Man. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
This movie is based in Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, which is made in Chhattisgarhi language. Yeah, and it tells the story of Shoki and his dog Kheru, who are the victims of large-scale displacements due to coal mining. Though almost the entire village got abandoned in the last 2 years, Shoki was not ready to move out of the village. But when he is served with his final eviction notice, the movie takes us through the journey of Shoki, and that is the brief about this movie. Now, director Mr. Siddharth Tripathi graduated in cinematography from SRFTI Kolkata. A Dog and His Man is the first feature narrative. He published his collection of Hindi poetry Lautna, The Return, in 2017. The movie is one among the movies which got selected under international competition section of IFFI's Indian Panorama feature films. I congratulate you, sir, for this. And it was premiered in Vancouver International Film Festival, and it got some one award, like FIPRESI Award of International Jury Award, FIPRESI International Jury Award from Bangalore Film Festival last year. Now we would like to hear some words from the director himself about A Dog and His Man.
Yeah, thank you very much for this. I mean, the story comes from a very remote place in Chhattisgarh, and the story reaching this far in itself is an achievement, right? So, like about the story, you said it. I mean, it's about the pain of getting displaced from one's own place. And my protagonist, that is Shauki, and his dog Kheru, they fight it to the last. And the film in itself leaves it on a very open end. Whether they leave the village or not is something for the audience to decide. So I left the film there. And more than the story of the film, I would like to share some experience of making it, since it was a very independent film. It was completely an independent venture. The film was actually shot at a location which is within a coal mine, right? And incidentally, I used to work for a corporate company which was engaged in coal mining a couple of years back. And so I got the same villagers back to act in the film who were evicted from the village. So no professional actors were used in the village, not even the dogs. There are 2 dogs which have been used in the film. For the flashback, we have a puppy, and for the narrative, we have the bigger dog. So all of them belong to that same place. I belong to the same district as well. So it's a film about pain. It's a film about love for one's own place. It's a film about kind of a balance that we need to strike between economic growth and environment. And most of my team, they were my juniors from SRFTI, and we made it very organically. I mean, if I had a sound designer, the sound designer just didn't design the sound. He was a part of production as well, because we didn't have money to remunerate each and every member of our team. So we made it organically. Like, that's it. We loved making it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, next we have with us Mr. Vijesh Mani, director and producer and story writer of the movie Namo. This movie is made in Sanskrit language, and we welcome you, sir. Now, I'll give a brief about the movie. As per Bhagavata Purana, Lord Krishna studied at the ashramam of Guru Sandipan along with Kuchela, Sudama, a poor Brahmin boy. Very soon, both became close friends, but part ways after completing their studies. Later, Sri Krishna ruled the kingdom of Dwaraka. His true friend Kuchela remained as a poor but honest Brahmin, earning his bread by singing Sri Krishna bhajans. The Krishna Kuchela story is often told to illustrate that the God does not differentiate between people based on their financial status and that he always rewards the real devotion. Now about the director, Mr. Vijesh Mani is a producer and director of Malayalam films. He directed Vishwaguru and producer Quotation and Bhagavan, movies like this, and Kattirikka Vendakya, it's a Malayalam movie. Apart from filmmaking, I'm happy to say that Mr. Mani is also an organic farmer and an active member of Swachh Bharat mission that won him a doctorate from King's University, Hawaii. Namo is one of the films selected under Indian Panorama Features Films category, and we congratulate you, sir, for this. Now, we will hear what the director has to say about this movie. Sir. Will you talk in Malayalam?
Malayalam.
Okay. So we'll talk in Malayalam and I will translate. I will try to translate.
എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. വളരെ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട് ഇങ്ങനൊരു ഈ ഫിലിം സംസ്കൃത ഫിലിം ഇങ്ങനൊരു പനോരമയിൽ സെലക്ട് ചെയ്തതിനും ഈ സിനിമ പറയുന്നത് ഒരു ശരിക്കുള്ളൊരു ഭരണാധികാരിയും ഒരു പ്രജയും എങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കണം എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. അത് ഈ പ്രസൻറ്റിൽ നിന്നാണ് ഈ കഥ തുടങ്ങുന്നത്. പിന്നെ അത് കണക്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് കൃഷ്ണ സുധാമ റിലേഷനിലേക്കാണ് പോകുന്നത്. കൂടാതെ ഈ സിനിമയിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾ കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നത് ഒട്ടുമിക്ക ഇന്ത്യൻ സ്റ്റേറ്റുകളിൽ നിന്നും കലാകാരന്മാരെ ഞങ്ങളിതിൽ ഇൻക്ലൂഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇതിന് മ്യൂസിക് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത് പത്മശ്രീ അനൂപ് ജലോട്ടാജിയാണ്. എഡിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നിരിക്കുന്നത് ബി ലെനിൽ സാറാണ്. ക്യാമറാമാൻ ലോകനാഥൻ. സൗത്ത് ഇന്ത്യയിൽ നിന്നാണ് കൂടുതൽ ആൾക്കാർ അഭിനയിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഇങ്ങനൊരു സിനിമ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റി, അത് വളരെ സന്തോഷമായിട്ട് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു.
He's very happy that his film got selected under Indian Panorama, and it tells the story of how a ruler and a citizen should be, and it starts from the present and then it go back to this Krishna Kuchela this story, and the music is by Padmashri Anup Jalota sir, and B Lenin has done the this editing, and camera is by Loknathan. Yes. And sir is very happy that he got this opportunity to be here in IFFI.
Thank you.
Now we will move on to our third film, that is Marathi movie Karkhani Sanchivari, and thank you. It's directed by Shri Mankesh Joshi sir. And first I'll give a brief introduction. It's about the Karkhanis family in Pune. And when the eldest patriarch of the family passes away, his siblings and his son undertake an eventful journey to disperse his ashes as per his final wish. The son's pregnant girlfriend follows the family on her Royal Enfield, trying to convince the son to marry her. Seems very interesting. The patriarch's wife, compelled to take control of her husband's finances, takes a sojourn from Pune to Dehu village and unravels a scandalous secret kept ingeniously hidden for decades. Mr. Mangesh Joshi made his directorial debut with He in 2011, which was produced by NFDC. He wrote, produced, and directed Latesh Joshi in 2016, which won 15 awards. The movie is also one among the films selected under Indian Panorama Features Film category, and congratulations to you, sir, and to the entire team. It was premiered in Tokyo International Festival, and we have with us the Gitanjali ma'am, who is acted in the movie, and the producer, co-writer, and director of photography, Archana ma'am too. Welcome you all to this session. Now we'll move on to Mangesh Joshi sir, please.
Hello, can you hear me? So thank you for the lovely introduction. So, Karkhane Se Jiware, Ashes on a Road Trip is the English title of the film. So it's basically a family film. It's about the last joint family of the city. And as she mentioned in the synopsis, that the patriarch of the family dies, and he has this final wish about how his ashes to be immersed in different places, his ancestor house, his field, and the river in Chandrabhaga river in Pandharpur. So, and it's a road film, it's a road trip, and what happens in during the journey, the interpersonal conflicts, and how this family reacts after the eldest brother passes away, the person who has bound the family together actually, and what happened to this family. The film is all about that. So, film was extensively shot on different location in Maharashtra. The majority of the film happened on the road. So the entire family traveled in a family car, Omni, Maruti Omni, which was a part of most of the, in 90s, most of the people used to have that car, Maruti Omni, which was a big car with. So the film is about their journey and their interpersonal journey as well as their physical journey towards the immersing the ashes. And so Archana, who is also a co-writer and the producer of the film, which is a rare combination actually. And the DOP, and she shot the film. She's here, and so film is it's produced by Nayanacha Picture Company and ABP Studios, who's our co-producer. So we have amazing experience in IFFI Panorama. We have lovely audience there, and we really are overwhelmed with their response.
Thank you, sir. A few words, Gitanjali ma'am.
Sure.
First of all, thank you so very much for this physical festival, and especially during this Corona times, everybody coming here. All the journalists, all the audience, all the delegates. It's really a very nice experience to see a film with audience in a theatre on a big screen. We were longing for this occasion for so many days. And congratulations to all the directors. And it was a wonderful experience to work with Mangesh and Archana. When they first narrated me the story, I was curious to be part of the ensemble. We had a wonderful ensemble. All the actors were in the film are very known actors in Marathi film industry and TV industry and theatre industry. So Pradeep Joshi, who is also part of our cast, and he and me, we have worked together in another wonderful film called Court. So we got a chance to be in this film. And I think Mangesh casted us because of that film only. So that was our audition for the film. Yeah, and I like the film and the story because it has it's showing all the complexities of life, of relationship, of Indian middle class family in a very, very quirky manner. And all the characters are flawed. They have their own problems. They're facing, everybody has day-to-day challenges and life challenges. And that's, but in this road trip they try to explore themselves and their relationship and what kind of identity they want in their life. So that's a very I think nice part about the film. It's not very pensive, it's light-hearted, and at the same time it gives you a lot of chance to introspect yourself as a person, as an individual, and also at societal level. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Before opening the floor for question, I would like to welcome Pradeep sir also. Welcome, sir. And now the floor is open for the questions. So first introduce yourself and ask the questions.
नाही सर ॲक्च्युली तुम्हाला काही बोलायचं असेल तर तुम्ही बोलू शकता. तुम्हाला काही व्यक्त करायचं आहे मनोगत?
त्यांनी
ओके. आता ऑडियन्समधून प्रश्न येतील त्यांच्यासाठी. हाय, मी शिल्पा, मी पुण्याचीच आहे. आय जस्ट वॉच द मूवी आणि मला खूप जास्त आवडली, खूप जास्त. त्याचं आता प्रश्न एक असा आहे मला पडलेला की स्क्रीन प्ले, सॉरी मी आय विल टॉक इन हिंदी. स्क्रीन प्ले राइटिंग करते वक्त के आपके चैलेंजेस या हाउ दैट प्रोसेस वेंट, एंड द अनदर थिंग इज़ कैरेक्टर्स. इतने अलग अलग तरह के कैरेक्टर्स, इसके बारे में प्लीज़ बताइए.
I'm also from Pune actually, so it wasn't very difficult for me to find out quirky characters. They all were surrounded by me. So wherever you go in Pune, you always find quirky characters somewhere here and there. So it was always there in my conscious and subconscious mind. I just had to write it down. And I and Archana, who is not from Pune actually, so it was a little difficult maybe for her to think in that. So quirkier, to make it quirkier was my department. So she, being a feminist, she was of a particular about that the character, especially a female character, shouldn't be stereotypical. Shouldn't be, the way you usually see the characters in films. They are quite in stereotypical way, but here in our film, you must have noticed that the characters of whether it's Mrunmay's character or other characters were not very stereotypical or not looking for or seeking any kind of sympathy. They have their own challenges. They have their own way of looking at solving their problems. So while writing, I don't remember any kind of writer's block or anything. I don't. It went very smooth. So when we started writing on that, actually. The only fight was that used to happen because whether to keep this scene or not to keep this scene. That was because to make it shorter because she was going to produce the film, so she didn't want to overshoot the film. So she used to fight not as a co-writer but used to as a producer. So that was a wonderful experience actually.
Hello. My name is Chandra from a company called Mountain River Films. We are into film distribution and sales basically in China and those part of the world. My question is with Siddharth ji. In India, we don't see much animal and, human relation film. So conventional market, understand like Europe and America, but a place like India, where this is very unconventional story when you're trying to establish a relationship. So like, were not you afraid to touch this kind of subject?
Yeah, I was not afraid because I had not at all thought of distributing it. Okay. But now I'm feeling the pains of it, of not thinking that way, because I spent my savings, honestly. Right. So, but it's getting really tough to distribute these kinds of stories. Not just animal or man, I would generalize it as marginalized stories, voices from the margins. They go unheard. That's true. And especially when you're not without a known actor. I worked with non-actors.
Thank you, sir.
I have a question to Mr. Vijesh Mani. So, this is made in Sanskrit. So, what is the reason behind that? എന്താണ് അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ലാംഗ്വേജിൽ എടുക്കാനുള്ള കാരണം? I was asking why Sanskrit language was chosen for this movie. Please, sir.
സംസ്കൃത ഭാഷയിൽ എനിക്കെടുക്കാം കാരണം നമ്മുടെ ഒരു ഭാരതത്തിൻ്റെ ഒരു ശ്രേഷ്ഠമായ ഭാഷയാണ്. അതിന് മുന്നോട്ട് വലിയ പ്രൊമോഷനൊന്നും കിട്ടാത്ത പോലെ തോന്നുന്നു. അങ്ങനെയാണ് ആദ്യമായിട്ട് സംസ്കൃത ഭാഷയിലൊരു ഫിലിം എടുക്കാൻ തോന്നിയത്. പിന്നെ ഞാൻ വ്യത്യസ്തമായിട്ട് ഫിലിം ഡയറക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് ആഗ്രഹമുള്ള ഒരാളാണ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് ഞാൻ ചെയ്തത് വിശ്വഗുരു എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ഫിലിം 51 ഹവർ കൊണ്ട് സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ് ടു സ്ക്രീനിങ് തിയേറ്റർ റിലീസ് ചെയ്തായിരുന്നു. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഗിന്നസ് റെക്കോർഡ് കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. നെക്സ്റ്റ് എൻ്റെ ഫിലിം റിവറിൽ വെച്ച് മാത്രം എടുത്ത പുഴയമ്മ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു ഫിലിമായിരുന്നു. പിന്നെ ഞാൻ ഒരു ട്രൈബൽ ലാംഗ്വേജിൽ ഫസ്റ്റ് ട്രൈബൽ ലാംഗ്വേജിൽ മാത്രമായിട്ട് കേരളത്തിലെ ഇരുള ലാംഗ്വേജിൽ ഒരു ഫിലിം ചെയ്തായിരുന്നു. ഇപ്പോൾ ഞാനൊരു ഫിലിം കഴിഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു. അത് എന്നാണ് പേര്. അതും ട്രൈബൽ ലാംഗ്വേജിൽ ഫസ്റ്റ് അവിടെ വരുന്നൊരു ഫിലിമാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ ഒരു
ഇറ്റ്സ് നെയിം സർ ഒന്നും കൂടി പറയാമോ?
ഒരു സൗണ്ട് ഓഫ് പെയിൻ ആണ് എന്നുള്ള ഒരു ഹണി ബീസിൻ്റെ ഒരു പെയിൻ. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഡിഫറെൻ്റ് ആയിട്ട് ഫിലിം ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് ആഗ്രഹമുണ്ട്. ഞാൻ തന്നെയാണ് പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യണത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ പരീക്ഷണങ്ങൾക്ക് പിന്നെ എനിക്ക് ഒരു ആരെയും ഇങ്ങനെ നോക്കാതെ എനിക്ക് എൻ്റെ സ്വതന്ത്രമായ സിനിമകൾ എനിക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ട്.
Sir is saying that he decided to make a film on Sanskrit language because the language is such a great language and it was not getting much promotion. So then he produces his own movies, so he has the freedom to choose which language he should make a movie. And he is a movie maker who has tried a variety of different kinds of movies. Like he shot Vishwaguru, like produced, directed Vishwaguru. It was it got Guinness record for completing its shooting in and complete process in 51 theater release 51 hours. So it got Guinness record for that. Then a movie Purayamma. It was completely shot in river only. Then another is in tribal language Irula, that is in Kerala. A movie on
story of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
Story of Netaji
Movie name is Netaji.
Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. And now he is making a movie means on the sound of honeybees, like the sound of honeybee, right?
Title
The title of the movie is so it's kind of versatile artist.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. I have one question to Siddharth Tripathi, sir. What are the challenges you faced while making this movie? Because it deals with a number of sensitive subjects.
Yeah, while making practically it was quite convenient because I knew the location and I knew the people and knew the story. Like the story I wrote, basically any story you write, when it gets into filming stage, it evolves at its own. You know, every film has that journey. The story what you write on paper is something different than when you get into practical production. So I would say the problems of making a film are rather negligible compared to the problems of having made a film and trying to find a screen for it. So I'm still facing that problem. The film still lies undistributed. It's with me, and I and my friends and my crew, we keep watching it every now and then. And right, okay. So that's it.
And now I have a question to Joshi, sir. Why such a subject? And when I'm sorry I haven't watched the movie, but when I read the synopsis, like a bullet and a pregnant woman. So, what was the idea behind making such a movie?
No, actually, it came from an incident which happened in my family, and one of the eldest brother of my one of my uncles actually expired. Yeah, and he have all this kind of the diabetes. He had a pacemaker in his hand, so he went he gone in coma for twice and came back. So everybody was expecting that this is the last time he won't come back to work coma, but he came again. So and the third last time he died actually. So everybody was, and he died just one day before this auspicious day called Ashari Ekadashi, and then everybody was discussing about where to immerse ashes, because this is extremely holy thing which has happened. Is this guy has died just before this auspicious day, so tomorrow we're going to go to immerse the ashes. So they were discussing where to immerse ashes, to immerse in nearby village, or they were discussing. While they were discussing, I was thinking about this idea, what would happen in the journey. About, would they discuss about how this man was so difficult to deal with, that kind of stuff was always there. And then I thought of the characters, and then when I discussed with Archana, and when we sat together, and then most of the film is fictional actually, but the characters which I've seen in my life, my extended family members, I've used them here and there, and that's why the family is all about.
Any more questions? Yeah, definitely.
Because, why bullet? Because a woman with bullet empowers, or what? Because there was also one movie, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. The Katrina comes in the bullet. So many films. Why bullet?
Because it was available. It was not written that in the script. It was Archana would answer that. No, not at all. We didn't have a single shot of a close-up of that actually. It's a modified bike actually, not a bullet.
So the idea of the character played by Mrunmayee Deshpande basically came from this group of biker girls called Bikernies. So they did trips throughout the country on their bike, and for them it is not just about like empowerment or something. It is just something they love. They love being out on the open. They love the freedom of it. They love the fact that what is predominantly a male domain is something they can do with ease as well. Because for the longest time, the Bullet, the Enfield was like only guys can drive it because it's too heavy and stuff like that. So where Bikernies is kind of taking it back, that kind of power, that kind of right to the road, to the open air, to the freedom that generally is always assigned to guys and never women. So Mrunmayee is that kind of girl that though she is traditionally dressed, probably will go into office and all of that, she has this side to her which is extremely independent. In the film, you see that she's taking literally the control of her destiny by telling the guy she's in love with that we need to really settle down right now, and it doesn't matter to me if you don't earn well because I can take care of us. What I want is a great relationship. I want a great marriage. I'm not expecting you to subscribe to that age-old idea that the man has to provide and the woman has to keep the family. So for me, that bike, having that Royal Enfield, was very important because it shows that side of Mrunmayee in terms of like an object that, this is who she is. So that's why the Royal Enfield.
And that was her idea actually in the script, not mine.
And it is a modified bike. It is the actual modified bike by an actual bikernie. So that lady got invested in the story and she gave her bike to us for the filming purpose. So she had modified that bike herself. So, and she spoke to Mrunmayee, and Mrunmayee did a lot of she has done her own riding, by the way. There is no stunt double or anything. And for Mrunmayee also it was very interesting because she has always driven bikes but never a Royal Enfield. So for her also it was like a journey with this woman because she told her that, you're on the road, you're yourself. You're also Mrunmayee's character, in the film you see that she's doing good along the way when she's going after that guy. Like she's giving rides to people and stuff like that. So that's like little interesting elements that we added, which is what is reminiscent of the original Bikernie lady, that she is that kind of person. So, yeah.
Gitanjali ma'am, would you like to add something to this?
कारण बिकॉज साधना खूप जास्त सिम्पल आंबाडा घातलेली कसं तरी गबाडी काइंड ऑफ अशी आहे, पण तिचं कॅरेक्टर लेस्बियनकडे जाणारं आहे. सो हे खूप वेगळं आहे. सो प्लीज त्या कॅरेक्टरबद्दल सांग.
Actually, I found that very interesting when Archana and Mangesh told me the story, because generally what happens in I've seen, like, in my family also, distant family members whose status I never understood as a child. You know, they were not necessarily in a typical marriage. They were not necessarily, or even if they were in a marriage, their relationship was weird. So I, as a child, have seen such women in my life, but always there is a hush hush about it. And I really find it very interesting when if today we are talking about all these sexuality or different orientation about sexuality, but I remember once, after graduating from National School of Drama, I had come home and I was supposed to go to Denmark for a tour, and I was just telling my parents that, you know, I was just researching about, that time internet was not there, so I was this was in 1996. I was just researching about Denmark, and I realized, so at that time they had a law which allowed gay marriages. And so I was surprised, and I just shared that with my parents, and my father was shouting at me like, how can you utter this word in my house, you know? And I just realized that I've seen some different personalities in our family who might be, you know, I didn't know for sure, who must not have opened up. But then why is saying like that? So that question was always there in me when I was young. So I think that made me relate to the character. And not necessarily every gay or lesbian or queer character has to be, you know, masculine or effeminate or whatever. So you can have, you know, sometimes you really don't understand what kind of, and maybe they make an effort not to show, not to be seamless. So I like that. And when I was I was thinking about the character, I thought I should be more asexual rather than doing it, you know, typical like masculine way, you know, like
Right.
it would have been a very boring thing, I think. So
I think त्याच्यामुळेच ते कॅरेक्टर जास्त कॅची झालं कारण
and she is middle aged, she is 50, 55, so what kind of insecurity she must be going through, because at that age, not finding a partner or finding a partner but not stable in that relationship. I think there's a lot of vulnerability in that character. So I could understand or empathize with the character, because I have seen such people around me who really, today if you ask me, I don't know what status they had, but I can understand their pain. You know, they can't tell, but they are in that, and it's so much of complexities in their life.
But I beg to differ with you on this Gabara thing, shabby thing. I believe that she is the most beautiful woman in the film. On camera, I would say. And the shabby, even the whatever dress we have given her, she looked perfect in that in the dress. Actually, we have given a really good thought about it. But yeah, if you think that she is shabby, really dressed, then we'll have to think about and we'll have to confront our.
No, I think she's more. Not a very feminine costume. No? It's like a kurta, or not a typical. That's what she meant, I feel.
right. Okay.
Pradeep sir, would you like to add something to what they have said? Okay. Thank you. So, any more questions? So, before winding up, I would like to say our directors, just if they want to add anything more, Siddharth sir.
That should be enough, I think.
And Vijesh. So
I
you
just
can-
want to add one
Yeah.
one more thing, not about this the venture we just have got. Karkhane Senji Wari, our film, it's been produced by Nainacha Picture Films and ABP Studios. There we have like our colleagues with us. ABP Studio had just joined us as a co-producer. So we would like to thank to them for their the contribution to the films, and without their support, actually, we would not have moved forward to the right direction. And I believe that we are on right path, and I'm sure we'll march ahead toward really, towards glory. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. So with this, we are winding up the press conference, and thank you for this wonderful session. Thank you all the directors.